The conference came before, so POC was a movement, but the conference was the first thing that we did where we actually charged people to come to, because education and knowledge is the biggest blocker to progress. And so we decided, well, let's do a conference and let's showcase what everybody's doing and let's increase everybody's knowledge. So that's kind of why the conference exists. And then throughout the year on the Products Change platform, we have loads of conversations, and we do about 40 webinars a year. But the conference is where the community comes together and they see what's happening within the community, but also where you look forward to the future of industry. So you really get to peek over the hedge of what's coming, which means that businesses can really start to get themselves ready for that. And so this year we had, IKEA come. I've been trying to get IKEA to the conference for the last 5 years. Finally, they said yes. We had Lego, we had Tesco's, we had Small, we had Universal Music Group, we had a panel with all of our heritage members. It was just really rich in conversation. And rather than us just talking about the problem, which is what you get in a lot of conferences, I really wanted to show the how. So every person that came and presented this year or came onto a panel was showing practical examples of how. And so people took that away and they can go and do stuff with that. And that's why it felt so good, because we're no longer just talking about it. We're actually saying, here's how to go and do it. So that's why the conference this year felt so amazing.
Helena, you mentioned about a couple of times, or maybe 3 times, about showing how to the people, and that's how they get motivated, or that's your tactic, whatever it is. Give me an example. Maybe it happened at the conference where you showed a person about how and you got a positive impact.
Yeah,
I mean, positive response.
Yeah, so Lego came and showed all that great work that I was talking about before on the packaging. Then we had one of those SMEs come and showcase how they did it. So practical examples of before and after, the impact, the before and after. So they were tangibly showing people like how they did it, how they went on that journey and the positive impact of that. Even IKEA is a big retailer. They were showcasing, how they're engaging with their consumer and they're building circularity into everything that they're doing, and how they're making all their general managers of the countries also sustainability experts. And because it's all about how we embed that knowledge throughout the whole of business. So it's just, it's just showing the how across everything that we did. Yeah.
Wow. That was awesome. What was your most favorite part about the conference?
We had a wonderful lady called Carolyn Petit from the United Nations come and open the conference, which was just amazing. Wow. So it just showed, I guess, the seriousness of the conversation and just how, entities like the UN are supporting industry. Then we had Open Planet come and showcase how they're driving cultural change through their content. And their latest documentary was David Attenborough's Ocean. And so we had like real examples of amazing people and companies driving change. And I think a lot of people left just feeling really uplifted that, well, we can do this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what are the 2 things that you notice and you will do that better next time at the next conference?
I think definitely people love to connect and to talk, and so we just need to build more elements in for that for next year, and for people to follow up with each other afterwards, because that's when the magic happens really, is you put people, you create the conditions for change, and then people go ahead and they do it. So it's how we just create more of that together.
That's awesome.
I think that's all we need to do. I think that, I think we're good.
Yeah. How are you going to build that system of the following up, the second thing that you mentioned?
I think we can easily showcase who's in the room, and if the people that are in the room are happy to share details, then we'll do that on their behalf.
Wow. That's cool.
It's all very exciting.
Yeah, awesome. So what was the biggest takeaway for you personally from this year's conference?
I think that this subject is well and truly on the table. Every company is dealing with the legislation that's coming. And most of the people, if there was 1 or 2 of them that came, they want to bring more of their team. As most companies are saying, we need to integrate this throughout the whole of our business, which is really exciting. So that was my biggest takeaway, is actually people now want to roll this out, which is a real turning for industry.
Yeah, wow, that's cool.